The Rakdos dance, it's your chance to do the burn. Do the Rakdos dance, come on and do the Rakdos dance. Do the Rakdos dance, come on and do the Rakdos dance. We burnin', we burnin', we burnin', we burnin' this dance floor. Come on, burn me, baby. Do the Rakdos dance, come on and do the Rakdos dance. Do the Rakdos dance, come on and do the Rakdos
Just boop them.
Just boop them.
Just don't be like Chief and try to tax me to death.
Oh my gosh, you do that in one deck.
I know, right? One deck, and then that's all they talk about.
That's all I remember is, oh, he sanguine bonded me to death.
It's kind of like silvery barbs.
Do you have Sanguine Bond and Exquisite Blood in that deck, Chief?
Of course I do.
Okay. Yeah, that's an infinite loop.
It's a life drain deck. Yeah, life gain deck.
I mean, the deck's not built around it. It's just one of those things. It's just like I hurt you and gain life in this deck. Like, why would I not run that card?
Makes sense.
That combo.
I mean, any life gain deck where, like, the key is to.
I also have grafted exoskeleton in here, so like if I get that on the field, I'll just win through infect damage.
Oh, because she does.
and
She's the
then-
one dealing damage to us.
He's doing the damage, yeah. So she can actually,
Mm.
yeah.
There's a
You're not gonna
couple
win any
other
popularity
enchantments
vote.
that do that.
Yeah. You're not gonna win any popularity votes points with Ishtola.
Eh,
My kitty cat wizard. She go pew pew.
I like it.
I will say it's still better than Grand Arbiter with Rhystic Study and Smothering Tides. Oh god. I wanted
Yeah, I
to
had
punch that
most of
fucker in the
those all
face.
out.
He kick your dog or something?
Dude, no, it's just real pain in the ass. I was like, you know what? One of the very rare times I was like, I'm just gonna scoop and walk away. Take your win and go away.
Here's my deal. I'm good with playing against stacks as long as it's not like mana stacks, right? Where it's now you can't pay anything because it costs too much, right? Or you can't untap your lands now because of Winter Orb. If it's, you know, anytime you play a creature, you lose life. Any, you know, like they call it hate bearers, I think is what they call it, where you pay either life or something else happens to you when you do something. I'll play against that stacks, but not I'm going to lock you out from doing nothing, and then I'm not going to do anything to win in the next, 5 turns. So I'm just sitting here watching you. No one wants to do that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. As much fun as that is.
It's like I'm good with a player playing land destruction as long as the game doesn't go on for, an hour. If you kill me in 15 minutes, 10 minutes, I call that fair game. I'll let you play that deck one time and be like, okay, we did that song and dance, cool. I respect it because not a lot of people do it, but don't take 30 minutes to kill me just for me to watch you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't play Armageddon at on turn 12 and be like, "Oh, and pass."
Oh my god!
I'm all tapped out now, so we're gonna pass.
You see, some dude did that to us, but he had like 15 treasure tokens. So it was like, okay, that's fair because he just summoned everything and just fucking wiped us out the next turn. And we're like, okay, fair. That's call that fair.
That's when you, in response to Armageddon, play Vandal Blast and say, "Fuck you."
Then you can't get mad at the guy who played Armageddon because you would have been you were the one that made it go longer.
Yeah. That'd be like taking someone's tempting offer for elementals just to fuck with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You take the offer one time, and that's all they talk about.
So heroic
Oh,
intervention would save your lands. It gives all of your permanents hexproof and indestructible. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it did.
Walls of Bossing Saywood too.
That does all of your permanents?
Oh,
All other permanents get indestructible.
Dude, Wall of Bossing say oh my gosh, I want to build a deck where I just throw the wall at opponents. You just yeet the whole.
Oh yeah. You can build it. You can build a toughness matters deck. Walls bossing say. Good card. It didn't save me last game, but that's okay.
What did we do to it last
okay.
game? I can't remember.
You just went around it.
Oh.
I was able to block. I was able to
I went
block
around the
your
gigantic
dinosaurs.
wall.
Yeah. You swung like 8 dinosaurs at me. And I was able to block 2 of them, and I was just like, and I'll take 30 additional damage. I guess I'm out of the game.
Life.
And then
finds
I
a
had to
way.
wait 30 minutes for you to close out the game because you were top decking against Scooter. Magical times.
It was.
All right. Are we ready to
We're
do the
recording.
intro and what have you?
Oh, we've already been
Okay.
recording. We all good.
I figured you were recording, but I didn't know if you were ready to get into the things.
I'm always ready.
Take that as a yes. All right. Welcome everyone to Military Grade Magic, where we always check Army pubs for the latest updates to military regulations concerning Magic the Gathering before starting every episode. In that vein, starting May 1st, 2026, they updated TB Mag 645, which now prohibits running infect decks against junior soldiers. If caught doing so, you can be subjected to UCMJ actions. So, if you didn't know that, you know that now.
As long as you don't get caught,
week,
you can do it. Is that the thing, right? It's legal till you get caught.
Not a war crime if it's the first time.
If no one's alive to talk about it, it never happened.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, soldier. This week we've got Cookie Monster and Astro both joining us. We did a threat assessment game where we all brought our meanest decks, and it went exactly how you would expect. Oh yeah, good time.
You know, we all kind of went down life total wise, kind of at the same rate.
I would have been perfectly fine. Astro swung like 30 at me one turn. I mean, I deserved all the hate I was getting. I was definitely drawing a lot of attention, but over the course of one turn, I lost the amount of life you all had been losing the entire game.
Yep.
I was still in the 30s up until that last round. So
Well, I was gonna say this was in part. Well, I joined this one to try to help improve my threat assessment, especially after that last game. So
we're going to talk about threat assessment, and we're going to use the game as our points of reference. But before we do that, we got to go down into the janitor's closet to talk about the back rooms. Did you both watch the videos that I sent you?
I did.
Yes, I did.
Those were awesome.
Okay,
they really were cool.
So this week on Janitor's Closet, we're going to be talking about episodes 2 through 4. Do you guys want to break them down separately, or do you want to do them like you want me to read through the synopsis of all 3 and then we kind of just talk about them in bulk? What would you prefer?
With how short they were, let's just kind of do a summation of all of them, and then we can, because they kind of flow. They kind of flow into each other, so it'd be pretty.
They're in the same. They're definitely in the same vein. Yeah, there's no POV running through the back rooms this time. This is definitely an all backstories portion. So a backstory of the back rooms, if you will. Synopsis. So episode 2, which is titled March 1190 Archive, is a series of stills set to creepy music, mostly just stock images of people in lab coats. The back rooms, not necessarily the same rooms we saw in the first video. Circuit boards, big equipment, and a warning symbol for a null zone, with the final shot being a bizarre image of a bunch of pipes leading to a chamber and a light emitting from it. Episode 3, known as the third test, gives us the name of the group of scientists doing experiments on the back room, known as Async. It appears that their purpose for these experiments is to utilize the back rooms for unlimited storage and possibly even residential use. The video is a proof of concept along with a short snippet of the third test showing a brief opening of the doorway to the back rooms, as you would expect from an organization seeking government funding. The end of the video gives a quick glimpse of a doorway dissolving into a bright light, a crackle of lightning, and light dissolving back into the closed door. And finally, episode 4 is titled First Contact. The video looks like a public service announcement showing more of the machines that power the doorway to the backrooms. This test is labeled number 6, and we are given a list of modifications from this test compared to the last one. We also get a quick set of flash images with error messages and diagrams of how the system operates. We then get the stereotypical, "Oh no, please turn it off," before the scientists realize that it's working. We see a computer tracing out the layout of what would become the backrooms, and then we flash back to the doorway permanently stuck open, slightly askew, to the back rooms, and that closes out episode 4. Okay. Thoughts, feelings, opinions. Cookie Monster, Astro, have you guys, either of you, checked out the back rooms prior to prompting for the pod?
I didn't. I did go back and watch that very first video with like the weird monster and the guy running through the rooms. And I agree with your assessment. Like not being able to see around all the corners like drove me nuts because it took me back to all those video games I played where like you don't check the corner and you walk out and then the monster attacks you from behind.
There's a indie game, and I was thinking about this when I was doing my editing for the video for YouTube that we put out today. There's a video game called They're All Gone to the Rapture, and you're like the only person in this little remote mountain village who has not been raptured, and you're just walking alone in this like remote mountain town. And I was thinking back to that game when I was doing the editing. I was like, yeah, that's the creepy vibe that I'm getting from this the backrooms is all of these like, you shouldn't be alone out here. I don't know why it just popped in my head. Anyway, Astro, were you familiar with this at all?
I'll be honest, I've heard of the backrooms, never really dealt too much into it. I was more of a SCP Foundation kind of guy with that weird creepiness, but I mean, it's another thing to dive into, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. What's one more thing? Okay. All right. Cool beans. Well, Top, why don't you? We're doing it all in bulk. So
yeah. So
what you got for it?
Do you think what's the name of the director of this? That kid. What's his name? The guy who made this.
Kane Pixels.
Kane Pixels. Do you think he Quentin Tarantino'd this to where the very first video we watched is the ending, or do you think that is a prequel to where we're at now? Like, did this organization, because it sounded like looking at some of the text in that screen, like the government was funding this research in a way.
Yeah.
To this private company.
They were requesting. It looks like they were requesting funding.
So I wonder if this research into this backrooms is result of people going missing to this, or is the backrooms a consequence of the research, right? Did they bring about the backrooms? Now everyone's glitching into this because they broke space-time and they opened up the fourth dimension into some crazy multiverse theory thing, right?
Yeah, so if you go back, and I missed it during our talk last week, when they were filming the movie at the beginning of the first one, they actually have the date on there, and it's like 93. So these episodes 2, 3, 4 are like 89, 91, 92 or whatever. So yeah, I guess you could say Quentin Tarantino a little bit, but yeah. So I think it is a consequence of people are glitching in now because the space between on these universes is getting thin, if you will.
There was.
Sorry to interrupt. I got to bounce, but I just wanted to say one thing. So towards the end of the March 11 90 archive video.
Yes.
Do you guys remember that old like 80s 90s mystery show with Riker being the host?
Wait. Oh my gosh, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Where he's like, is it real or is it not? And
oh, Oh my gosh!
is that
the
called?
name of
Believe it or
that
not.
show?
Oh,
Or at least
That's
I
gonna
think
drive me.
it's like Unsolved Mysteries. Was it called Unsolved Mysteries?
well, there was that one too that it gave me the vibe of just like seeing all those pictures and everything. I was waiting for like commentary to start popping in, and but yeah, I was like, dude, this totally just gives me those vibes. It's really funny.
I'm googling this right now because this is gonna drive me literally insane.
Well,
Ghost Watch.
I'll catch the answer later. But thanks, guys. You guys,
Yeah. Well, sorry you're not able to stick around.
it's all right. I got some more nerd stuff I got to go do.
Yeah. All right, man. We'll
Nerd.
talk to you later.
All right, we'll hit you
Yeah.
later. Bye.
Right now, we're gonna talk shit about Cookie Monster the rest of the episode.
Oh yeah.
There was I think it was the Null Still. The Null
Yes.
Zone. It had some
I got you
text
here.
I couldn't quite decipher. Were you able to decipher?
You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Due to the elevation discrepancy between panel 225 and 234, a small KX field was created.
I
A
wonder
lot of nonsense words.
if
but
crossing that is what triggers TV Head to come after you. That
Maybe.
Null Zone.
Maybe. Okay. Episode 2, I had a couple of quick the big bulky equipment all in the room had me spiraling into my job where we install x-ray equipment because it just looked like they were setting up for a big install, x-ray equipment install. They had a lot of the same types of equipment in there, was what it looked like. The circuit board was a weird shot, but all I could think of is those circuit it kind of looked like hallways the way that it was all set up. I don't know why. Maybe they're just messing with me, but that's kind of where my brain went to. And yeah, I think that's all I got for episode 2.
Yeah, I don't
Astro,
really
you
have
got
much
anything?
more.
No, I'm good, Chief.
Episode 3, I got notes here. I'm glad Async's not just like evil maniacal scientist, kind of like a lot of horror or whatever. It seems like at least they're trying to do like, hey, we're trying to solve a space problem. Down for that. Also, my first thought was, why wouldn't you just make a bottomless hole that would you just throw your trash down? That would have been great. And clean up a lot of our posts in the Middle East. And then the last note I had is the testing date at the end of episode 3. It correlates to a giant real world earthquake happened at the exact same time and date. So I'm assuming that they are trying to correlate the two, if you will. But yeah. What I got for episode 3. Did you have anything for that one?
Just I'm kind of giving a blanket statement here.
Okay.
I think they created the Backrooms trying to like tear a hole through space-time to create faster than light travel.
Sure.
And that's what made this alternate dimension that people get sucked into. And do you recall the Stephen King? I don't know if it was a book adapted to TV or if he wrote the script for TV. It was The Langoliers.
That was a book, I think.
Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like time stands still and this group of people are stuck in basically an unmoving segment of time. And so it almost acts like a computer, right? To clear up the RAM space, it deletes the past.
Yeah.
And then you have these things called the Langoliers that eat reality. So I don't know. I just have a feeling these like TV head dudes are almost like an immune system response to people entering something they shouldn't be in, right? almost like a virus entering your body. You have an immune response. This is my thoughts.
I can see that. Okay. Faster than light travel. I didn't think about that. We don't really know what the correlation is with time and how it works in this space. But I did think about, like, as far as military movements, if for a U.S. military perspective, if you could put all your troops in there and just move, you just kind of ambush your enemy on the opposite side. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty swell. That'd be a pretty good deal.
Oh, take your Lismo. We wouldn't have to do Lismo exercises anymore.
Be pretty great. Wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to do some backroom exercises. You know what I mean? So that's not.
I mean, but would you really trust Private Snuffy in the back rooms, though?
Oh yeah, why not? Give him a can of Copenhagen and a monster. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll do what I do those toddlers. You know, you just put them all on those rainbow ropes. Everyone's got to hold on and not wander off. Okay, I do have a lot of notes for this last one.
Okay.
So with this video, I pretty much am confident that they did not discover the backrooms, they created it. The list of modifications they noted has support beams, RF cavities, which are real-world structures used to contain and manipulate electromagnetic waves, replacement of 49 detectors, and a beam to monitor vibrations. It notes 9,000 MV/G, which is millivolts per unit of gravity. Which is a real world unit used to measure vibrations, but usually in the hundreds. So the fact that it was measuring 9,000 millivolts per unit of gravity, that is an insane number. I can't even find anything to like remotely compare it to. So off the charts, if you will. And then, you know, they had the redacted things as well. There was a flash frame, like literally, it took me like 5 minutes to like maneuver the image. It literally, like, blinking you miss it. There's a freeze frame that is written in reverse. You have to like mirror image, flip it back over. It's DNCH/BY equals 8,000, and then underneath it says failure, failure, failure 3 times. This at DNCH is like the formula for particle multiplication, which is what they use for particle acceleration when they slam particles together in those big giant rings. There's something, I'm assuming, something, you know, that's how they're, you know, sci-fi science for how they're making this stuff happen. Anyway, and then same thing happened here too. The date for the last episode here is the same, is another earthquake in California. So there's some kind of correlation relationship there. And the door melting away, it really shouldn't freak me out, but I do not like the texture melting away image of that scene. Like, I'm like, I don't like that. That kind of I don't like it. Like your cheese going away in the microwave.
That's fair.
This batch of episodes wasn't like exciting or whatever, but it was definitely like a lore dump to get us ready and
well, it set the foundation, right?
Set the foundation. First episode set the mood for like, this is what creepy is, and then now we're getting backstory as to why this is happening. So hopefully we can.
I did have a little PTSD when the fluorescent hum was sounding in was it episode 3? It was sounding. Yeah, so it's like, oh, it's for realsies now.
Yeah. Astro, any final thoughts on
Video? Well, I'll be honest, I saw them and so I put noise canceling headphones so, you know, get the full experience, and people were like, yeah, man, you get all kinds of goosebumps from those videos. I was like, I don't know, man. I just watched it. I'm like, okay, I'm a bit weirded out, but it's not like goosebump levels, or maybe I'm just not my forte for that, I guess.
Maybe you're too far deep in the spookiness. That's not really doing it for you.
Maybe. I mean, I've seen plenty of some of those videos. They're back in the wild, wild west of the internet days, you know.
It's really tamed down lately.
I will.
Yeah, that's how I'm like, I don't know, man.
I will
Maybe
state
I'm just broken.
I am so digging the video quality with it being, you know, like 1080, not even 1080. It's like not even 720. We're talking 90s
like
handheld camera, film, like that aesthetic. It adds to the unsubtlety of it.
I agree.
Oh yeah, no, yep. I will say I did enjoy the part when it looks almost like a motherboard kind of like breaking out at the end of the third episode, I believe.
Oh, when it traced the back rooms?
Yeah, it almost looks almost kind of like a motherboard in a way, but maybe that's just me.
Oh, like a PCB.
See, that's what
and the solder runs?
I was kind of, yeah, the solder runs. I was kind of in episode 2. It did like a real like close zoom in on a circuit board, and I was just like, why does that look like the maze to me? I don't know. I'm in the same boat as you. I agree. Any other thoughts before we leave the janitor's closet?
No major thoughts. I'm ready to see how this company plans to leverage whatever this is. Like what's their goal?
Well, I mean, they said their goal was to fix residential and storage issues forever.
Like
if you could,
a bag of holding.
Yeah, right. If you could create a bag of holding that, people could live in and put all their crap in forever, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be a pretty swell deal. I don't know how realistic it is, but... Well, I got an ad for us.
Let's do it.
Like many of us, you may be struggling to maintain the rigid, archaic Army standards for height and weight. Where Lord help you if you have more than 8% body fat. The Army is looking for 6 foot, 150-pound soldiers, and by golly, that's what we're going to give them with this week's sponsor. You've no doubt seen ads for GLP-1 that claim to help you lose up to 25 pounds by reducing your urge to eat large portions. But what if we tackled the real issue for why you're busting tape these days? We could all stand to be a couple inches taller so that we could weigh more on the scale. Our sponsor today, Ozempic, has the answer. They specifically formulated GLP-2, which will increase the average user's stature by 4 to 6 inches over the course of 12 months, which gives you just enough time to get off the ABCP list and back to your regular activities. The massive amounts of calories that GLP-2 requires from the body also have the side effect of fat loss, which will also help your predicament. Ozempic has been shown to work in 75% of patients in clinical trials, and they expect it to be a game changer in the weight loss game in the years to come. No drug comes without side effects, and we would be irresponsible not to mention them. A small number of people during clinical trials did not stop growing until they were over 8 feet tall and died due to their hearts not being able to handle the height. Other side effects include elevated body temperature over 100, ringing in the ears, restless leg syndrome, painful and swollen joints. Consult a doctor before stopping Ozempic. Sudden discontinuation of the medication resulted in several participants losing the height they had gained and then some. If you think Ozempic is right for you, be sure to ask your medical provider for a prescription during your next PHA and see what your options are. If you get a prescription, be sure to tell Ozempic that you heard about them from us. It's sponsors like Ozempic that let us bring you content like this every week. So be sure to support them like they support us. I'd read over.
Is it military grade tinnitus, though?
Everything's military grade. All right, Astro, I don't know if you heard last week's episode. You only got 2 options. It is Ozempic or a sack of shit.
I haven't gone to the last episode yet. Quick rundown of what a sack of shit is, because I'm interested.
It's all you, Top.
Hey, we had you were there in Kuwait with me. We had a philosophical discussion between a shit bag and a bag of shit.
Yes.
You were there. So,
yes.
Sack of shit. SOS, the people who brought you BOD, the one and only Terra Waste Industries, CWI, they are now selling people and they're eating it up. It's bananas. The influencer bonanza for sacks of shit it's just through the roof right now. First they were selling you a bag of literal dirt, you ate it up. Now they're selling you a sack of shit. So that's where we're at. And then we got Core GLP-1,
GLP-2.
GLP-2. Oh, it's the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might go with the Corgi Centric 2.0.
Hell yeah.
Just because it says 2.0, you know, it's the upgraded version.
It's an upgrade.
I get behind that.
Astro, you and me, I was a little worried that it was going to be going up, you know, it was going to be Cookie Monster, and he's like 8 foot tall. So I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to sell him on an extra 6 inches. But you and I, we could use 6 inches.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know, now I wonder.
I might be able to actually ride what's it called, go to Six Flags for once.
You know, now I think about it, Astro, you are like what, 5'5", 5'7", somewhere around there?
Yeah, around. Well, I'm like 5'6", 5'7", depending on the grader.
I was 5'9" for many moons, and it's the last couple of height and weights. It's like, you're 5'8", buddy. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, Steve.
I do indeed.
Not all of us can be 6 feet tall. If we did, then the 6 feeters would be short.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, if I was 6 foot, everybody else would be 6.5, 7 foot. So, guarantee it. All right. Well, hey, Korg Zimpic, moving on. Happy to have you.
We're talking today about threat assessment, correct?
Threat assessment. So we will be using the game that we just played as our point of reference for the. So if you didn't watch the gameplay, quick rundown. Top was playing his Marchese. Is that right? Marisi. Thank you, Marisi. Breaker
like a Marchesa, Marisi.
That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the.
Marchese.
Marchese. Yes. The Go deck, if you will. Astro was playing Kalia of the Vast. If you don't know what that is, you're lucky. And Cookie Monster was playing his horror deck, his mill deck from last time we had a full pod on here. And then I was playing Y'shtola, Kitty Cat Wizard. She is a Esper gutter snipe with just gets out of control very quickly. Theme for this week was just bring your meanest deck so we can work on our threat assessment. So, Pop, I do want to say, we didn't talk about it earlier. I think the trick with your deck is you need to win on the turn that when you kill one person, you need to kill everybody in one turn. Like you did this game. I think if you drop the ball and don't do that, you lose. I think is how your deck works.
If I wouldn't have top decked that elemental token everyone gets to choose, I don't think I would have won.
You didn't have it on board, no.
No. It's fun to play Marisi because it's a very chess-like experience in a way to where you have to like think 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. And pick who you're attacking, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna throw this at this guy, this guy, or girl, whatever, they, him, her. Player. But you want everyone to go down at a slow, steady rate, because if it goes down to 1v1, you might be able to do it because those shadow creatures, they buff each other, and obviously you can't block shadow unless you have shadow. So that is kind of a win con. You're hoping that your last person, if it gets down to 1v1, that they're down so low that your little like hit guys, like the gingerbread brute, he's a 1/1, but I can pay 1 and you can't block him unless you have haste, you know, because he's just there to trigger Marisi. So, and it's a very, I think people lose sight of Marisi because it's like, okay, I'm goaded, I'm hitting other people, but I'm hitting you with so little damage that I don't know. I've never been on the receiving end. Does it feel like a threat when I'm hitting you for a very small damage? It's like, okay, I just have to swing at everyone, but everyone's already tapped. So it's not like I'm losing creatures, right? Because
and that's the thing is we already like, because of the goad mechanic, I can't swing at you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're hitting me for so little where I'm just like, well, he's just making his commander do his thing, right? Like, I can't be mad at him for wanting to do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can be mad at Kali of the Vast wanting to do her thing, but I don't have to be mad. I don't have to be mad about you wanting to goad everybody.
It's like a very reverse psychology thing. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
making Astro swing at you, and you're getting mad at him because he chose you over the other guy, where I'm the one who caused him to choose you. So you're just like, no, fuck you, I'm going right back at you, versus the hate coming at me. So I would say for threat assessment, maybe Marisi is a bigger threat than what you would on average think, right?
He's hard to threat assess because you're too busy trying to figure out how to get out of the mess, if you will. Yeah, no, I agree.
I guess that goes to anything that manipulates the board and forces you to do something, i.e., taxes like your Smothering Tithe and your Rhystic Study, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are like up in your face, and you're physically seeing it. Versus the other, it's just nudging you to make a decision. Versus you're paying into the decision. I can see that being tougher to threat assess.
Right. Whereas I had Rhystic Study and Sanguine Bonds and Smothering Tithe on the field, and immediately everyone said, fucking kill him.
Everyone knows what those two are.
Yeah. And I wasn't upset about it at all. I do want to, those are cards that immediately get hate every time, and I 100% get it. They're really, really good cards in bracket 3, up, especially upper level 3s, lower level 4s. You know, when you start getting faster pace, it doesn't really matter as much, I would say. But if everybody had stuck to the strategy that Top was putting out, like, hey, just go slow, right? Like, you were trying to get the board, like, hey, just pay into it every time. It's totally fine. Just, you know, we'll all just take a beat and we'll all go slow together. That also would have worked for his theme of his deck of goad, right? Where it's just like, oh yeah, no, don't play anything. It's fine. Just keep doing little bits. We'll just keep dinking each other all the way down to the bottom.
Stop giving away my secrets.
No. Hey, listen. What the pod's for? We're teaching. So no, I like the way you were doing that. You were trying to spin it in your favor. I didn't call you out for it, you know, in the game. Just out and about. No, it's all good. I respect the play. Having kill on site commanders like Kalia, like Urza, Y'shtola for that matter, if you cannot be upset when everybody. I could not believe you didn't use Cavern of Souls to summon Kalia. Like, I did not have. I did not have.
I knew you had a counterspell in there, Chief. At some point, I was like, I know he's mentioning counterspells. I was like, in an Y'shtola without a counterspell, I'm like, nah. If he said bring your nastiest decks, I was like, okay, he's gonna have like quite a bit of counterspells. So I was just banking on you trying to use them out early.
Yeah.
Because I knew, like you said, as soon as Kalia comes out, everyone's gonna pretty much try to kill her. It's also kind of like any commander with eminence, like Edgar as well, or the Earth Dragon. Everyone's like, oh, turrets shift to the right, and just booping. But as soon as you brought out the IRS, it was like, you know what? I actually want to play the game, so let's just aim at Chief instead.
Hey, that's fine. No, I just Hey, you play the game however you want to. When I was sitting there, I was like, did he seriously just not do cavern? I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna blow that shit up. That's fine. Anyway, yeah, that's hey, I got 4 free mana out of it. Worked out great.
How many
No,
counter
almost
spells do
all of
you
my
have in that
removal.
deck, by the way?
Oof. Just bamf a little bit. Let me look it up.
Because when I cast my Mana Geyser, I was like, with the amount of treasure you had and the amount of card draw you have, I'm like, he's going to counter this, but this is my winning hand right here, so I have to pay into it and tap out.
Yeah. Sure.
You know, go for gold kind of thing. But when you did the what's that counter spell you played?
Mana Drain.
Mana Drain. I was just like, it was kind of a breath of fresh air for me because I had Mana Geyser in my opening hand. I'm like, I just need to draw something, more red, and I happen to have a lot of red creatures.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is going to be my in to win. So I'm glad he used the counter spell on Kalia on the big threat that allowed me to play my one big spell. Because if you would have countered that, that would have been 5 colorless in your mana pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the only reason I got all that good stuff so early is because I cast when I did.
Mm-hmm.
I have 14 removal spells in Y'shtola, and 7 of them are counter spells. There you go. And I was definitely fishing for one there at the end. I was like, I have got to fucking draw this.
With as many cards you were drawing, I thought he was going to be countering for days.
I was getting all of my mass removal. I had Final Judgment in my hand, and I drew Ultima and some other spells, and I was like, these would be great if somebody had a bunch of fucking tokens. I was like, it's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt these guys if I cast a board wipe right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was tempted to drop Armageddon there towards the end, but I was like, you know what? Let's just go with Kalia again.
So, Astro, from your perspective on that,
Mhm.
how did Marisi, my commander, what I was doing, what was your mindset towards it? Were you even paying it any mind that I was hitting you for 1, 2, and seeing what I was making everyone else do at all? Or was Chief's Rhystic Study and Smothering Tithe so, I'm not going to say oppressive, but so front facing that that's all you could look at? Does that make sense?
No, you're pretty much on point because it's like, sure, because everyone's like, oh, life, like I said in the game, life is a resource. So you're like, oh, it's just one, so it's like, all right, whatever, I got 20 some more life. But then you look over at Chief's board and it's like, all right, am I paying? How many times do I have to pay the one? Then Smothering Tithe as well. It's like, all right, how much mana tax do I have, or do I want to pay, or like none? But just that threat of it being there, you're like, he's just drawing cards, so that's pretty much how you win the game. Just draw the right card. And it's like, he's obviously the bigger threat, or at least from my perspective.
Would you say it drew a lot of those cards? Draw a lot of aggro, as gamers would say. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about him anyway. Whenever I see them, I'm just like, oh, you're my guy for the rest of the game. When I see those on the table.
Yeah. No,
you almost tunnel vision. I
wanted to
right?
let Chief live.
Like you almost tunnel vision in a way when you see those, and I see myself. I was losing sight of what Cookie Monster was doing, all because of every time I had to calculate with what I had in my hand versus what I would need to tap. It's like, okay, can I pay for the 1? Can I pay for the 2? So that's
the thing. Every time you go to start your turn with Smothering Tithe on the field, I get to remind you, hey, I'm a fucking problem. You know what I mean? Before you even get to play your first spell, hey, you gonna pay 2? Or do I get a treasure? You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know what I mean? There's no Ristic Study. You could have a slow turn, you know what I mean, and be like, yeah, whatever. No Ristic Study triggers for you today, but just drawing your card on the beginning of your turn, you have to make a choice. You know what I mean? That's gonna put heat on you, regardless. Yeah. So
those cards are very powerful, but they also come, like you say, they draw a lot of aggro, and you have to be ready just to be the arch enemy of the table, even if it doesn't quite make the threat assessment sense. I don't know what the proper word I'm looking for is. It's just those cards are so
explosive.
Right.
Yeah.
But value over time is like a slow, painful death in Commander, because we play what bracket 3.5, if you want to call it.
Yeah,
we're optimized, but not fully optimized, because we're not all running because we're not running tutors a lot of the times.
Right. So, well, I don't have a single deck that can win on turn 4. Right. You know what I mean? So like at best, I'm a 3.5.
So the value engine's a slow, painful, like death with those on the table. And who wants to be constantly reminded? Ask, do you want to pay 1? Do you want to pay? Do you want to play 2? Do you want to pay 1? So, yeah, I wonder if in our bracket, if those in a multiplayer setting are maybe something you might want to take out, because it may just draw so much heat that you lose more games than you win with them. I don't know.
I would say Ristic Study in a 1v1 game of Commander, almost not worth playing. But in a full pod, if you can get, if Cookie Monster and Astro are both like, whatever, yeah, draw your card. Even if you're like, man, but it's just like he's already drawing cards off it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, just draw your cards. That's up to 3 cards. You know what I mean? Or 3 treasures or whatever, just because you're just like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
I do.
Even if it draws the hate, 3 cards is pretty good for a 3-mana spell. That's a pretty good deal.
A card for 1 mana is that's a hell of a deal. I take that deal any day.
I take that deal any day.
Damn good deal.
Yeah. So
I'd pay 2 life.
I would. I'm sorry.
I'd pay 2 life for a card.
Yeah. I bet you'd pay more than that. I'd be willing to bet. Given if you don't have the winning card in your hand, as Amanda has once told me, probably pay more than that.
Chief, how did you feel when we had to mill half our decks? How did that make you perceive what Cookie Monster had up his sleeve?
Well, so, and I wanted to bring this up too. Unfortunately, he's already bounced. But last game that we played with Cookie Monster and he played this deck, he was the fucking threat. Oh, he was swinging 2020. You know what I mean? So I had Void Rend, which is what I used to blow up Gold Dragon on Astro's board that turn. I had Void Rend in my hand, and when he announced he was attacking me, I was like, well, now I gotta fucking waste Void Rend on this. Because I just thought it was already up at a 2020, and he just hadn't swung it at me yet. But he just was not popping off. But I still saw him as a threat because I was like, oh shit, I remember this from last time. Excuse me, sorry. So your past games, especially in pods like ours where we know each other pretty well and we play against each other all the time, when you pull a deck out that your pod knows, they're going to immediately go, no, I don't fucking like that at all. I am not going to rock with that. No, you remember he's got that one combo in there? No, fucking blow him up. And I think you got to be okay with that too. So obviously your pods are going to dictate how your threat assessment goes as well, right? If I sit down with my Corgi deck my mono white Corgi deck in most play groups. Most play groups are going to be like, it's fucking mono white deck. Who cares? And they will probably ignore me until it's too late. And I will say, one of my best decks. I really, really like that deck a lot. It goes under the radar with a lot of people. But if you played against enough times, it's gonna be like, no, you need to fucking blow him up immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fair. So I'm saying that to say, I think that plays a big part in it too. And I definitely fell victim of that as well, because I was paying a lot more attention to Cookie Monster than I probably needed to. No offense. Just your deck wasn't going off this game, and it happens. We all have those games. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that anyway.
Astro.
No, I agree. What's called? I was just gonna say, because so when I travel, for work, I take my Cloud Midgard Mercenary, which is a mono white. And they was like, oh, it's just it's a white Voltron, but you start bringing out all the different types of swords, and they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, when you have protection
That's
from
like
all
my-
colors, it's pretty bananas.
Yeah, that's pretty much one of mine. Then I also have I recently bought Cauldra Compliant, so it's what's called legendary artifact equipment. It's a living weapon. It's indestructible. An equipped creature gets +5/+5, has first strike, trample, indestructible, haste, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature. It is bananas. I love it.
Chief, going back to what you were saying about past games influencing your future games.
Mm-hmm.
At our last MMSM we did here, it was me and it was me, Dino, and another soldier who hasn't been on the pod yet. It was just us three playing, and just me sitting down, I knew, even though I was playing one of Dino's precons, I was still the threat in their eyes. I think, and maybe Astro can back this up, because I know I can. If I'm sitting at a pod with you, Chief, I already know you're a problem, and I already know you're a threat. So, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like,
yeah, I've played against you so many times that I know I usually can tell when you're about to pop off, and I can usually tell, yeah, we're getting to that point in the game where Top's gonna do its thing. Yeah, no, I completely get it. Yeah, which I would say it's one of the fun parts about Magic, right? When you know your friends, you get to know your friends' playstyle or whatever. But it also becomes a trap because not everyone else plays the same way. I would completely agree with that as well. You and I also taught most of the rest of our unit how to play. So I think everybody kind of looks at us like these are the fucking threats that we have to beat.
Yeah.
Every time.
But
we're really not that good, I promise.
Well,
I miss so many
piggyback on that, Chief. I will, every time, like I said, we play against you guys, I always go back to whenever you guys are playing a new deck. I just think these two built the Krenko deck, and I'm like, okay, what do they have in store for us?
What tomfuckery's afoot here?
I think
Exactly.
I think I am very proud of our Krenko deck, and no shade to Darth Vader from the holiday tournament, but I do think a monkey could run that deck if somebody was there to tell them what lands were. I think a monkey could probably run that Krenko deck. It does run itself pretty well. Krenko's not an overly hard deck to build. So I'm not gonna say it's like my crowning achievement, my magnum opus deck that I'm just like, oh, that's it right there. Nothing beats that. Yeah, that was quite the. Every time he would sit down and he doesn't play a lot of Magic, but when he sits down and I see that deck, I'm like, all right, I gotta fucking lock in and grab a deck that can actually beat Crank. Can't play around here. It's a real game.
I mean, it goes to like how you threat assess, right? You not only do you have to take the commander into account or what like a lot of the times we don't know the deck list. We just see the face of the deck, which is the commander. But if you're able to also put in your past experiences and how someone is able to, like, their experience in piloting just any commander deck, like how many games they have under their belt, that has to go into the overall threat assessment that you're making too. Like, is this person very good at sequencing plays? Do they know when to hold, when to fold, kind of a bit?
Yeah. How often are they running back saying, "Oh, I missed my trigger there. Can I do that? Can I untap my mana here and play that back?" Yes.
Because if I was playing against like a pro, even though he was playing or she was playing a pre-con, the threat level of that individual would still be very high. I would say almost like the amount of leverage that would have, even though Astro was playing Kalia, which Kalia is what they call the threat level that's like ultimate in like comics.
He's a 9, right, or whatever, right?
Like threat level 9. Or I don't know. There's some comic or something that says like comic universe. It's like there's threat level 9 enemy, whatever. Like, even though Kalia is top tier kill on sight, just the fact that there's a professional at the table, that carries so much gravitas, if you will, to the threat assessment. I wonder if it would take your eye off the ball of Kalia in a way.
I feel like it would. Or at least it would for me.
I know it would for me, for sure.
If I was playing, and this is a bad example, because when I saw you play Cavern of Souls, I was like, it's okay. And I don't want you to take this the wrong way. It's okay. It's just Astro. If Astro gets Kali on the field, he'll probably play an Angel or a Dragon, and it'll be okay. I wasn't really like whatever, like what you're saying. If Top was playing Kalia, I probably would have been like, I should have picked a land destruction deck or something like that.
No, I completely understand. I mean, the Kalia originally was Top's deck, and I realized when I was playing with some of his old cards, I was like, no, this is just too nasty. I was like, no, I'll put some of my own cards in there, like, because he didn't have the Gold Dragon in there, and a couple other cards. I was like, oh, because it was just too much. I was like, nah, play my own different style,
Sure.
Not completely optimized.
If I was to make this a calculus, right, I would say your deck is a fixed value because you know what that commander is, but the individual piloting it is the multiplier to the overall threat assessment value.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get on board with that?
Yeah, I would. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Man, look at us sound smart.
Listen, you just got schooled.
Fucking matrix going around and everything. This, like, as you're doing the calculus in your head when you're seeing who's sitting down at the table.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. That's like the whole point of Rule 0, though, right? Like, that's why we have to reveal our commanders to each other before we play, and this, that, and the third is so that we can properly threat assess.
So going back to our MOB, the hospital biomed that would play with us, the G-Man, right? You know who I'm talking about? Even though he would play just crazy decks with crazy wing cons, right? He was so good still that if you just took your eye off of him for a minute, he would just smoke you. Even though he was playing as like, I'm going to win by Pinocchio by just putting down 30 2020 whales and swallow you like the movie Pinocchio kind of a thing. There's some crazy he would pull it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But it was
what
because
was the other one? He had another crazy win con.
The only one I remember specifically was Pinocchio.
Steal your board and swing it at you.
Yeah.
He would help you get a big board and then swing it at you.
There was this one deck that he had, I believe it was like mono black, that is, he just kind of like had to reveal that creature, and it's like, oh, your creature's dead.
Oh yes,
I
he would
can't
reveal
remember.
something. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what's called Baby Cookie Monster might have remembered the name. So I know he played against it a whole lot more than we did. But I remember I played against it one time, and I was like, all right, I'm never playing against this deck ever again.
He also had the one where all of his instants and sorceries had lifelink and death touch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he had a lot of good decks, for sure. But like you said, on their own, if you just saw that, read that, you'd probably be like, I don't know why you're running that deck. That's a weird choice, but okay. He was the kind of an odd guy in the best of ways. So
he was so unassuming because he was so nice and so fun to play with, and all of a sudden he'd just be like, "Hey, I win." By the way, everyone's like, "What?"
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I win.
By the way, I win this turn. Excuse me.
Oh man.
I loved playing with his braids deck because he just allowed me to summon so many dragons immediately. I was like, oh yeah, this is what I live for.
I love braids.
You are I'd say that's probably up there. Obosh and Braids are probably your two favorite decks, I would assume, top.
I would say Braids for sure, because there's something about a group hug when everyone's being able to play like big spells and everything. And then, I mean, yes, I want you to play that so I can take it and kill you with it. I'm sorry, but it's just everyone's having a good time. Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah. There's something about the level that we play at, right? A true bracket 4 game ends at like turn 4 or 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, the fun part about Magic is you get to be creative with a commander that you like, and you know the color pairing, building the deck, whatever, right? But like getting to play your 6-drop, your 7-drop spells, right? That to me is like the fun part, like, and maybe that's the green in me, right? But like just getting to play your big spells and like having like a big turn, like the turn that you played, not so very Vortex, Mana Geyser, the turn that you played Mana Geyser, and you got to play all of your, that big play, right? You would never get to do that in standard, or you would never get to do that in like a true bracket 4 game, right? Like, because you would never get that high up in mana value, right? The game would already be over. So to me, that's the fun part for Magic, is getting to cast these big spells and have these big plays and getting to do all this fun stuff. And that's just the style that I like to play in. So these what am I trying to say? I think that plays into your threat assessment of that as well. Is, if you don't know the people you're playing against, you can't really tell. But like, if your opponents are all, hey, we're gonna sit down and we're all gonna, we're stuck at the hotel tonight because we're on mission, right? So we might as well just play a couple of games. Nobody's in a hurry to get through a bunch of games. We're not in a tournament setting. We're not trying to destroy each other. We're just trying to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So the atmosphere, I guess is what I'm trying to say, probably affect your. And this isn't me bragging, but there have been games, right, where like, well, I've already blown up Top's commander, or I've already blown up Mima's commander like 6 times. Like, yeah, I have another destruction in my hand, but I'm probably just gonna hold on to it because I don't want to be that guy. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna let this one ride. Yeah. So I mean, you don't have to be a dick, is what I'm trying to say. You can just let it go. If I'm not saying throw the game, but like you don't have to just blow it up just to be a jerk. So is what I'm trying to say. So I've done that a few times as well. So I don't know. That's kind of sums up what I'm thinking on threat assessment. Unless you got anything else, Top Astro.
Nope, Gucci.
Big stinker on the One Ring card. I don't know if you saw this, Top, where they got caught plagiarizing the One Ring card.
I've heard rumors, and to me, it I don't understand why they would have done it, but whatever. Like it's a ring, brother. They're paying you to draw a ring. How hard can it be?
Yeah. Also, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, the Hobbit cover has the ring on it and the map. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be a fucking genius to be like, that'd probably sell a lot of cards. And maybe that's going to be an alt art that they haven't revealed yet, but I cannot for the life of me believe that's not the art of the One Ring card. You know what I mean? That ring look with the green map in the background. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
From whatever specific. How the fuck is that not at least art style? The ring as the base version that we saw at MagicCon is literally just a ring with a wavy background in the background. And I'm like, yeah, I'm excited that I might get to pull a One Ring, right? Super stoked because I have one of those in every single one of my decks. That is just lazy is not nice, but it just looks kind of like hammed in. And when they got caught copywriting on it, I'm like, okay, well, like, so the background's kind of whatever, and then you literally mirror image to the ring from another card, like, that's not cool.
There's so many iconic moments in Lord of the Rings and Hobbit where the ring is framed. You could have chose any of those, but instead you take a coward's way out, the lazy way out, to this to take someone else's work and make it your own. I don't know. To me, that's they're to get paid to draw. Like you could take where Frodo's looking at it, where he's holding it right and he's looking at it. Like that's an iconic moment where
it should be from
where Gandalf has the tongs and he's pulling it out of the fire and handing it to Frodo. Like that is a massive moment when the ring's being showed to Frodo for the first time in a way, right? Like you could have taken any of those. When Isildur, he has it in his hand, and you could have had Sauron's finger, when it went to dust, or shown it when it shrinked from this large ring down to the size to fit his hand because he's now the owner of it. So many iconic moments, and then you chose that to go this route. I'm sorry, like you have lost all credibility to me. Like how fucking lazy. To me, that's like someone pencil whipping a PM in our field. That's how I'm viewing it.
Yeah. And shame on him, right? I'm sure he's done a lot of great work in the mat. I've heard a lot of people say like he's one of the best artists. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. Regardless, the fact that it got through QA/QC is also wild to me. Like nobody at Wizards of the Coast batted an eye and was just like, "Yep, no, that's fine." Print is also bananas to me. Like nobody thought and stopped and said, "Hey, wait a minute."
I mean, these are the people that did cleared all the pizza cheese for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'll throw shade on that.
You're pooping on Cookie Monster's thing.
Oh man, so cheesy to me. Pun intended. Oh man. Anyway.
Oh, man. It's hey, if you're into it, that's cool. If you're not, I get it. This is a universe beyond that I'm actually super excited for, and I'm not happy that it's already being pooped on. But in a very quick Corgi Finance minute, the reason you couldn't find collector boosters for The Hobbit is because they're already sold out. So I guess it didn't really bum people out that much that this happened. So you can still get them on TCG Player, unless you just gotta have them, right? Just don't pay someone $700 for collector boosters that they got for $450. You know what I mean? Like, just don't pay the scalpers. They don't deserve your money. Let them sit on it. You can still get play boosters. The bundles I checked not that long ago, they were still in stock, so get some of those before they sell out. If you're into that, do that. But please don't pay scalpers for these. That's just Not cool. And same with Reality Fracture. Reality Fracture collector boosters have already sold out as well, and that's not coming out till October. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're going for $835 is the lowest one right now on
For the Hobbit.
Yeah, Hobbit collectors.
I looked them up on last Friday, and it was $450, and I was just like, man, I was like, nah, my wife would kill me. I was like, it'll be fine. If I had been like, oh, I'm gonna flip these, right? I'm gonna make a profit off these, maybe. But like, I would have got them in the mail and be like, I'm gonna open them.
Well, it's hard for me to be upset
I can
about
respect the honesty, Chief.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard for me to be upset about a collector booster going to the moon, right? Because, I mean, that's what it's there for. I would rather the collector booster do that than just a regular play box.
So, I agree with you, except Wizards has reduced the amount of rares and ultra rares and mythic rares in play boosters to almost, it used to be 1 in 3, now it's like 1 in 12.
Oof.
So like you almost got to get collector boosters now if you want like the good pulls. So that's my only caveat off of that, right? So like if you're wanting to pull a One Ring or you're wanting to pull Smaug, you almost have to get a collector booster box, which kind of fucking sucks. I
think I might just buy it instead afterwards.
Well, yeah. The gold foil Smaug, there's only gonna be like 500 of those, so you're gonna be, unless you got deep pockets Astro, you're probably not gonna be able to get him. But the other one, yeah, you'd probably be all right. Once the dust
Nah,
settles.
I'll get him. I'll just go proxy it for like 75 cents. It works just fine.
That's my boy.
I'm not spending that much on. Oh, I love the hobby. I'll spend money on it. I dropped a lot on the Final Fantasy. Top would be disgusted on the amount of money I dropped. But I mean, it was a one-time thing. I was like, yeah, it's Final Fantasy's my thing. But I love the hobby. I've already pre-ordered some, but I'm not gonna spend too much on it.
Yeah, for sure. I get it. I 100% get it. I do put plenty of money into the hobby, like into Wizards of the Coast. I don't feel guilty at all for not dropping $800 to get into the collector boosters. Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm good, Top, unless you got something else. I think that's all I can't think of anything else.
Nope, we'll roll the outro music. What's on the docket for next episode? Do we have anything in line yet?
Shoot. No? What do you want to do?
I don't know. We'll roll the dice and see what we land on, and it will just be a surprise. So tune in next time on the next episode.
Top, okay. Before we go,
record scratch. What?
You need to apologize.
I do?
Yeah. You were supposed to write an apology letter to everyone on Spotify.
Oh, for the not posting?
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry, not sorry. You get a double feature today. Me love you long time.
All 4 of our Spotify fans, 5 of our Spotify fans, we're so sorry to all of you.
I imagine they're all like my mother, well, I don't have a grandmother anymore. My wife, her mom. That's probably all of our Spotify listeners.
I can tell you right now that if Chief Corgi's dad ever listened to the podcast, that I would have to come on air with an apology to the audience. So good on your parents for watching the video. Or maybe they do scold me if they don't scold you. That's great.
I was being very facetious. My parents have no idea I do this.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, we're in the same boat. I tremble at the thought of my parents.
You should ask the old man. Say, hey, let me teach you a game. We're gonna summon the devil here. I'm sure that'll go over real well.
Yeah. I'm gonna tap 2 to play Demonic Tutor,
Yeah, so
and then we would have to stop the game, and I would have to have this big long talk. My dad walked in on me watching Dragon Ball Z, and it was the second Broly movie, and it was all those kids getting their shit kicked in by Broly, and I remember my dad being like, "Now, son, that level of violence is not good for you." And I was just like, "I don't think you understand, old man. This is the only kind of violence I want all the time."
Says a lot. Says a lot right there.
Yeah. And he means well. Yeah. Okay. Well, other than that parental trauma out of the way, Astro, you got anything for us before we close out?
Nope, I'm pretty much that's it. Oh, I will. If you guys ever have a Voltron like 4-way battle, count me in.
You know, we
A
got to give
Voltron
Moose.
4-way battle.
We got to get Moose
Yeah,
to have a what do you call it? Like a comeuppance, like a second chance. I don't even think he summoned his commander one time, right?
He didn't. Mr. Voltron was using
Something else other than his Voltron
some
person.
Wendigo
Yeah.
to do his business. Yeah.
Okay.
I actually just went through and swapped out some cards in my dog meat deck. So I'm down to do Voltron anytime.
Do you have a Voltron commander, Astro?
Yeah, he's got Cloud.
Okay.
yeah, my Cloud one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, because I play with some friends, but we all agree with like no artifact removal. Just let your what's it
Oh
called
my god.
deck do whatever it does. So it just goes bananas that way. That's like one of our home rules. Is like no artifact removal. Just go.
Oof.
You need if I was going to build a Cloud deck, you'd almost want to put a bunch of Blink in there. I don't know if you run that or not.
No, I don't run Blink. People have told me that, but I'm like, nah. Just big sword goes to bigger sword and just goes spook.
Man, you get Lightning Greaves on the first round, right? And you first time you summon him, and then every time you blink him, you can just put the Lightning Greaves back on him, so he has haste, and then
Well, he has haste anyway.
Cloud doesn't have haste.
I swear
you're thinking of the 3-color Cloud that Dino runs in his. This is a mono white Cloud that has and it when it enters, it's Stoneforge Mystic, but it also has Panharmonicon for equipment effects. So disgusting.
I mean, I have it right here if you want me to read it to you, Todd.
Do it.
Go for it.
Okay, when Cloud enters, search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hands, then shuffle. As long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability of Cloud or an equipment attached to it triggers, that ability triggers an additional time.
Okay.
It's gonna be a problem.
If you pizza.
I love it. He's like the only card I actually spent more than $100 on.
Ooh. Did you get like
the
a
one and
version?
only? Yes, I got for the Chocobo bundle because I got 2 boxes and I whiffed on both of them.
Oh no!
My man played the slots.
I didn't make my money back though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I made my money back with some of the cards that I pulled, and I just sold them, and I was like, all right, we're good.
Okay.
So then I just went to the local game store.
Not the shit on the Chocobo bundles. I did not like the footprints all over the art. I liked the art.
Yeah,
like Cloud riding the Chocobo was sick, but like the footprints all over there, I was just like, I'm not into this. I want
all over the lands. Yeah.
Well, some like the foil treatment versions of those cards also had footprints all over them. And I was like, why? Why would you want? You can't see the pictures. The pictures on the cards that I want to see, they're all footprinted over. Anyway, I
feel like if it would have like maybe 1 or 2 footprints like at one of the edges, maybe like the bottom left or something, that would have been better.
Like the edge. Like if it went around the edge, that'd been fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't just all over the anyway. I don't get paid to design these cards, but if I did, I would at least say something like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that. Anyway, whatever. This has gone much longer than I was expecting.
Yeah, this outro music has been run. We're probably gonna have to do 2 outro songs at this point because it's been running this whole time.
Yeah. Well, you just as soon as it ends, you just run into untap up, keep draw, and
Okay.
it'll be fine.
I'm down with that.
It'll buff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Astro, what song do you want to do this week? You just can't. You just can't say Mardu because we did that last week. That's the only one you can't say.
Have you guys played Vigilance yet?
We did that the week after the radio episode.
Okay.
On review.
Okay, sweet. Hold on, let me think. What was another? You know what? In honor of top, we'll go with the Rakdos.
Rakdos.
Hell yeah, Rakdos stance it is.
Yeah.
Love it. Astro, it's bedtime, but tomorrow expect some texts about I keep seeing One Piece spoilers, so we'll have to talk to
I'll be honest, I haven't seen any spoilers and haven't caught up on the scans today, so I'm eager.
Stay away. I'm so stoked. All right. I won't eat up any time here on the pod, but expect text tomorrow.
Okay. Will do.
All right. Well, we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Yo, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin that deck in a style you're not used to. I'm a bit crazy, but I'm taking life points. See, I don't think this poet is ready for me, so gather round. I'm the new carnival in town. My chaos will turn the frown upside down. Don't mind the sulfuric vortex on the shelf, just let me introduce myself. My name is Rakdos. Oh, gosh, it's 7 times those. I'm the player with the deck that explodes while paying for a shock land just to bleed with a smile. A clown with the flair for the tragic, casting chaos warp like it's stage magic. They playing safe, we playing funky. The man a bar pop and whole table gets clunky. Sometimes I play a bit ridiculous. I once destroyed my commander just to get a gutter snipe trigger. I'm chaotic, flipping a coin to the draw card, and I like my spells with the boom. I once got busy in an orgy of your room. I'm twisted, clapping blisters, splitting these rhymes with style.